Hey guys, in this section we're going to talk about optimizing your workload. So I'm going to mention about using Fiverr shortcuts, how you can optimize the work that way, speed up the process, be faster at replying to people and explaining about different processes. And also we're going to talk about using other platforms like Trello, which will help you to stay on track with all of your orders, with all of your tasks as well. And lastly, I'm going to mention how you can use as well Google Sheets on keeping track on the orders. So stay tuned. So in this lecture, I'm going to talk about using Fiverr shortcuts. So I'm going to show you how I have set it up on my account and how I'm replying to people, explaining different processes, and you can use this concept as well for your account. Alright, so shortcuts is very important because if you're especially just starting by yourself on Fiverr, if you don't have a team, you need to optimize your work. So you need to create those shortcuts because oftentimes, depending on your service you offer, you have people, for example, wondering about different questions. Could be generic questions, right? And you can prepare that shortcut which you can send it to people straight away so they can understand more. So I'm going to show you right now how I structure my shortcuts on Fiverr and how I send it to people as well. Alright, so let's take a look at the shortcuts which I have, and I both send them in the inbox and in the order page. So first thing, when people are sending me the first message and wondering about my service, like what type of growth they can expect, what type of methods I'm going to use, so I have the very first shortcut. It's called New Buyer. So in this shortcut, it's just simple. I have actually the video pre-recorded, which I'm going to show you right now, and it's also good. So keep in mind because each of my kind of like processes is optimized with the videos. So I have videos on every single step. So when the client messaged me the very first time, I send the video where I explain about different things like the methods I'm doing, the expected growth as well from this promotion and other things. So it creates a personalized approach, and this is very good. You want to make sure that everything becomes personal, especially on the platform, because people and potential buyers are wondering if you're real, if you're not, if they can trust you. So this creates trust. So keep in mind about that. The other things, when I start the promotion, for example, in my case, I also have a shortcut. And in this shortcut, I also include the video. So I explain about the processes, how, for example, I'm going to do this work, what kind of growth they could expect. So I explain everything. So like this, I try to eliminate all these generic questions so clients basically understand what is happening with their account. And because some of the methods could be new, some people just have no idea what you're going to do. They just want to have results, and you need to make sure you explain to them, and so they don't have any kind of like surprises afterwards. And when you do deliveries, you can also you can also have that shortcuts, right? So you can create these shortcuts on every single step of your Fiverr processes. So when the people message you in the inbox, you can have a shortcut. When people are starting the order with you, the first thing you message, you can create a shortcut, and that way you can speed up. Because if you're going to write everything by yourself, it's just going to take a long time, and eventually you'll need to hire someone, and if you're not comfortable hiring someone, you can just use those shortcuts. So you can always edit them, you can always sort them in the order you want. And you can also, create, for example, if you have any sort of, bonuses you want to offer or things like that, you can upsells, for example, you can also create a shortcut for that. So really use that advantage of them and try to come up with different ideas. So what I have generally is always kind of like information shortcuts where I just keep informing clients if I start the process, if I have, for example, delivering the order, if they have any issues, common issues, and I have a shortcut for that, or if they just, kind of like want to understand the process. Then I have other shortcuts, which is for upselling. If I want to upsell my other extras, my other services, then I have another shortcut where I provide value. So let's say people wondering how to research hashtags on Instagram. So I have a shortcut where I explain how they can do that. And they can just go to my YouTube channel and watch those videos. And I also list those videos. So these steps are very important to make sure you can optimize your Fiverr processes and make it easier for a customer. So guys, keep in mind about these shortcuts. Especially if you're just starting out, you don't have big volume of orders, you can spend a lot of time and create those shortcuts. Because that way, when people are gonna send you those messages, you have everything ready. So spend the time on that and you will see a really good effect in the long term. Thank you guys so much for watching this lecture. Let me know if you have any questions. Make sure you're active in the group as well. You ask questions, you help others too. And please feel free to ask me as well if you have any questions to me, and I'll be happy to get back to you. So see you in the next lecture.